child. Please stop what you are doing and listen with your whole heart right now. This message is finding you for a reason, and you must stay until the very last word because the universe is shifting things in your favor in a way you did not see coming. There is a truth that is about to come to light, and if you leave now, you might miss the sign you have been praying for. Listen closely because this is not just random noise. Last night, or very recently, in a moment they thought was hidden from you, your special person spoke your age out loud to a group of people. Now, they didn't say it just to share a fact or to celebrate a birthday. No, they used your age as a signal, a little test, a story with a hidden meaning tucked underneath casual words. It was said softly, almost like it didn't matter, but it carried a heavy weight. You see, when someone talks about your age, when you are not there to speak for yourself, they are usually not talking about numbers or calendars. They are talking about power. They are talking about timing, comparison, and control. They framed it like it was just a harmless conversation, just a passing remark to fill the silence. But underneath that simple sentence was a lot of calculation and curiosity. They were watching how people reacted. They were measuring the faces in the room, collecting the silence, seeing who would laugh, who would nod in agreement, and who would stay quiet and uncomfortable. This wasn't about your past or how many years you have lived. This was about how others see you right now. It was about placing you on an invisible ladder of success and trying to figure out where you stand compared to everyone else. I want you to stay with this moment and breathe through it. Do not be afraid. This was their opening move, and the energy in the room shifted the exact second your name was tied to a number. What you need to understand, my dear one, is that when age is spoken about behind closed doors, it becomes a tool, not just a small detail. They didn't talk about your amazing achievements. They didn't speak of your strength, your kind heart, or the wisdom you have earned through all the storms you have weathered. No, they mentioned a number. Why? Because numbers are easy to judge. Numbers are hard to defend against when you aren't there. In that circle of people, something happened that your special person did not expect. Someone paused. Someone leaned in a little closer, and someone else smiled in a way that didn't quite reach their eyes. Your special person noticed every single tiny reaction. They were looking for loyalty. They were wondering who would protect you, who would twist the story, who would run and tell others. That is why this matters so much. Because the moment your age left their lips, it began traveling. It started changing shape, growing sharper or softer depending on who was listening. Your special person knew exactly what they were doing. They were fully awake, fully present, and fully responsible for letting that detail out into a space where it could grow without you there to guide it. This is where simple curiosity turns into a real consequence. This is where the story gets deeper, and you might feel a little tightness in your chest, but let it go. You are safe here. What they said next wasn't loud enough for everyone to hear, but the important people heard it. They started comparing timelines. They didn't do it openly, but they did it through hints and whispers. Who is ahead in life? Who is behind? Who has plenty of time left? And who is supposedly running out of it? This is how subtle judgment works. There were no shouting voices, no big accusations, just a suggestion planted carefully like a seed in the ground. They spoke as if they were just observing life, as if they were neutral. But acting neutral can sometimes be the sharpest mask of all. In that moment, your special person was actually revealing way more about themselves than they were about you. They were showing their own uncertainty. They were showing their fear of how people see them, and their deep need for others to tell them they are doing okay. When someone discusses your age without asking you, it often reflects their own anxiety about where they are in life. It shows they are worried about their own progress and their own relevance. And still, they kept talking, not realizing that every word was building a quiet record. This record is going to return to them in a way they did not plan for. Now, listen very carefully, because this is the part most people miss. Not everyone in that room agreed with them. Someone noticed the tone of voice. Someone sensed the intention behind the words. Someone felt a little sick in their gut because it didn't feel right. You have to remember that silence does not always mean people agree. Sometimes silence just means people are watching. While your special person thought they were controlling the story, another presence in the room was quietly forming an opinion. Yes, they were thinking about you, but more importantly, they were thinking about the one who chose to speak for you. This is how the balance begins to shift without anyone making a big announcement. Words that are released cannot be pulled back in. Intentions that are disguised as concern eventually show their true face. What was meant to put you in a specific box actually began to put them in a box. It revealed a side of them they rarely show to the world. And in that unguarded moment, the energy changed. Truth has a magical way of rearranging a room even when it isn't spoken out loud. Please understand this clearly and let it settle deep in your soul. This was not an ending for you. This was a trigger for something new. The conversation from last night has set something in motion that is going to unfold much faster than you expect. Your age, once used as a talking point, will soon lose all its power. Why? Because people are going to start noticing what truly defines you. They will see your presence. They will see your growth. They will see the way you move through life with a calm awareness that others cannot copy. Your special person may not realize it yet, but by speaking your name when you were absent, they opened a door they cannot close. What comes next will reveal who stands with true respect and who relies on quiet judgment. Stay grounded. Stay observant. Do not rush to react or defend yourself. The next chapter is going to show you exactly why this moment happened and why it was necessary for your journey. A quiet shift began the moment that night ended. And my beloved child, this is where your awareness separates you from everyone else who is still asleep to these energies. What was spoken about you didn't just disappear when the sun came up. It lingered. It echoed in minds, reshaping impressions, and forcing your special person into an internal battle they didn't expect to face so soon. They woke up today carrying the weight of their own words. They are replaying the expressions they saw, the tones of voice, the pauses, and that one look from across the room that felt heavier than all the rest. They realized something subtle yet unsettling had happened. Control had slipped right out of their hands the instant they tried to define you without your permission. Instead of making you look small,